Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving straight into the Technology Intelligence Briefing from June 5th, 2026. This was a massive convergence point, guys. It's the exact day AI and space tech shifted from those flashy experimental demos into the foundational, honestly invisible infrastructure of our daily lives. If you want to understand where our digital and physical worlds are heading next, you absolutely have to understand what happened on this specific Friday.
Let's get right into this transition because we're looking at 6 distinct news stories from this one single Friday. Collectively, they prove the tech industry has finally grown up. We're officially moving past the hype cycle right into a phase of serious, industrialized, and frankly, completely invisible application. The magic isn't in the demo anymore, it's in how seamlessly these tools are just vanishing into the background to actually get work done.
To guide us through this massive industry shift today, here is our agenda. We'll cover the day tech grew up, how AI becomes your autonomous coworker, the AI memory democratization, the rebellion against feature bloat, how space access reaches industrial scale, and finally, designing the AI era. First up, AI becomes your autonomous coworker. We're kicking off the software evolution by looking at how AI is transitioning from just being a reactive tool that auto-completes text into an active, autonomous participant in your workflow. This table brilliantly illustrates xAI's disruption playbook. Grok Build 0.1 just launched to challenge the $10 billion AI coding market. And look at these numbers. Grok achieved an industry-leading 43.2% on the SWE bench test for real-world bug fixes. That beats Claude 3.5 at 38.5% and GPT-4 at 35.7%. But here is the kicker. They're aggressively pricing their API at just $2 per million input tokens and $10 for output. That's literally 5 times cheaper than Claude. They're totally prioritizing market share over near-term profitability to just shake up the entire developer ecosystem. The absolute crucial point here is that Grok Build operates as an autonomous agent. It uses Anthropic's Open Model Context Protocol, and by embracing this open standard, Grok essentially becomes the Switzerland of AI coding. It can directly access databases, file systems, tools, all without locking you into a specific vendor's ecosystem. It can autonomously propose schema changes or, get this, refactor 15-year-old legacy code bases. It's basically acting like a senior-junior developer that happens to have a 128,000 token photographic memory and infinite patience. Let's pivot and see how this builds into consumer ecosystems. Apple has just approved Poke by Genie AI as the very first third-party AI agent on iMessage. This is a massive watershed moment for Apple's historically closed-off ecosystem. The flow goes like this. You casually text asking for an Italian restaurant or ordering Chipotle. The AI then queries OpenTable or Instacart natively, and you complete the whole purchase in 45 seconds using native Apple Pay biometric authentication. And you do all of this without ever leaving your text messages or downloading a separate app. Game changer. Moving on to Section 2, the AI memory democratization. Let's shift over to the consumer evolution and explore how highly complex AI capabilities are quietly fading into the background to become free, invisible infrastructure for everyone. OpenAI just made ChatGPT's memory feature free for everyone by introducing something they call the dreaming architecture. Now, this is fascinating. It's an intelligent summarization system that actually mimics human sleep consolidation. It continuously analyzes your conversation patterns and creates compressed memory representations. This technical breakthrough is huge. It slashes memory storage compute costs from 2 cents down to a totally freemium viable $0.004 per user per month. And remarkably, it massively boosts recall accuracy from 65% all the way up to 87%. This strategic move directly targets Google Gemini's free memory offering. By giving free users a rolling 90-day retention of their coding preferences and personal details, OpenAI is creating some intense platform stickiness. I mean, think about the psychological switching costs if an AI already has 90 days of your context. At the same time, this gently pushes power users, who need that unlimited permanent memory retention for their professional workflows, right toward the $20 a month plus tier.
Section 3, the rebellion against feature bloat. As AI becomes ubiquitous, we are also seeing a super fascinating contrarian pushback against the clutter it brings to our consumer software. Take a look at Brave Software's launch of Brave Origin. It's a premium, minimalist browser that charges a one-time $60 fee to do something you almost never see in modern tech. It completely strips features away. Actually, scratch that. It obliterates them. It removes the Leo AI assistant, the crypto wallets, the BAT rewards, returning to a pure distraction-free browsing experience. It's a total direct rebellion against the freemium orthodoxy.
So ask yourself, are you willing to pay $60 to strip away the very AI tools the rest of the industry is hyping up? Well, it might make total sense when you consider it speeds up page load times by 8% and cuts RAM usage by 15%. Plus, it includes a built-in Guardian VPN that usually costs $9.99 a month. If you're already a VPN user, paying that one-time $60 fee achieves a positive return on investment in just 6 months, making this an absolutely incredible value proposition for security-conscious purists.
Section 4. Space access reaches industrial scale. As our software matures, we have to rapidly pivot to the physical world, where aerospace hardware is proving it can industrialize just as fast as our digital tools.
Just take a look at this number, 19. That represents the unprecedentedly short number of hours it took SpaceX to manage 2 near-simultaneous rocket launches from opposite coasts of the United States. Guys, this isn't experimental rocketry anymore. This proves they've entirely eliminated the bottleneck of shared infrastructure, operating distinct mission controls, range safety, and booster recovery operations all simultaneously.
Following this sequence, Falcon 9 booster B1108 took off from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California on its 10th flight and landed perfectly on the OCIS-LE drone ship in the Pacific. That was followed just 18 hours and 57 minutes later by booster B1090 launching from Cape Canaveral in Florida on its 13th flight, landing on the ASOG drone ship in the Atlantic. 2 coasts, 2 rockets, 2 drone ships, all in under 19 hours. Insane, right?
With 72 successful launches already completed by June 5th, SpaceX is on track for an astounding 144 launches in 2026. That averages out to 3 launches a week. They deployed 53 Starlink satellites in just those 19 hours alone, maintaining a massive constellation of over 6,200 active satellites, which, by the way, represents over 60% of all active satellites currently orbiting Earth. Providing internet to 4 million subscribers and generating up to $8 billion in revenue, SpaceX has firmly cemented space access as a reliable industrial-scale utility.
Section 5. Designing the AI Era. All right, having bombarded you with massive technical and industrial leaps, let's slow things down a bit and pivot to the philosophical core of today's briefing. Because having the tech isn't enough if it isn't designed for humans.
Check out this powerful statement from Brian Chesky, the billionaire CEO of Airbnb. What makes Chesky unique here is his Rhode Island School of Design background. He isn't looking at this through a traditional engineering lens, he's looking through a design lens. He just announced an independently funded AI lab, focusing entirely on solving the massive gap between raw AI capabilities and actual human adoption. Instead of training incredibly expensive core models just to compete with OpenAI or Anthropic, Chesky's lab will spend his personal capital to invent entirely new interaction models, design frameworks, and UX prototypes. He recognizes that retrofitting advanced AI into old, clunky SMS-style chat boxes is fundamentally flawed. We are literally at a plateau where AI capabilities have vastly outpaced interaction design, and this lab wants to build the intuitive AI-native interfaces of tomorrow.
From autonomous coding agents and background memory architectures to silent rocket logistics and seamlessly designed interfaces, this intelligence briefing proves that the future isn't about flashy demos anymore. It's about technology maturing into invisible infrastructure. The tools are fading into the background so that human intent can finally take center stage. Which leaves us to wonder, how will you adapt when your tools stop acting like software and start acting like partners?